good afternoon. Welcome to It's All Black and White TV, and this is the pre-match. Hope everybody's well today. And before we get into the show, if you do like what you see, please do smash that like. It really does help the channel up the search. So please do smash that like. Thank you very much indeed. Also, if you are brand new to the channel, then come and smash the subscribe and be part of this great community. And also that bell notification tells you when I'm live, have a pre-record, or any upcoming show as well. Also, if you want to become a member, it's just 99p by clicking the join button. And if you want to make a donation, you can do that in the chat by clicking the $sign as well. Right, okay. Interesting games today. Tottenham 1-0 up and lost 2-1 to Wolves. Arsenal currently 1-0 up over Burnley. Palace and Everton 1-1. 2 early goals in that game. Mikalenko for Everton in the first minute. Then Eze for Palace a few minutes later from penalty spot. And it's still Manchester United 0, Luton Town 0. So not looking great for... come on, Luton Town. We need you to beat Man United today. Come on. Put some more extra pressure on Ten Hag. Let's have it. Let's have it. So, right. Let's get into some comments first of all. So the comments are flying in now. And Holly says, my predictions is what? 2-1 or 3-1. Yeah, great predictions, Holly. I think it could be a close game, but then it could just be a game that we just go out there and absolutely dominate them. We've got to go out there and beat these lot today. Eddie wasn't happy with the performance on Tuesday. So let's get out there and show Bournemouth what we can do. Hi, Tony and Rolly says, Trolls. Hi, Trolls. Hope you're well. Bia says, afternoon, Tony and Uncle Rolly. Good afternoon to you, Bia. Hope you're well, mate. Blimey, it's freezing here, says Gary. Yeah, it's not very warm at the moment, is it? It's winter now. It's biting now, isn't it? Good afternoon, everyone, says Mad Mag. Good afternoon to you, mate. Can Tony beat his record of only 7 minutes late? I have beaten my record, haven't I? Mag Debate says, Toon. Hi to you, mate. Hope you're well. BS, I see the usual service has resumed. Spurs, imposter, no clue. Yeah, I mean, look, they've just lost 2 games on the bounce now. So it's not great. It's not great for Spurs, is it? But hey, we don't care about them. Bare bones today. Face orange, raised eyebrow. I mean, look, we know Isak's training back on the grass. Eddie said he'd be back after the international break. I wouldn't be surprised if he's on the bench today. I really wouldn't. It wouldn't surprise me. Nothing surprises me with Eddie Howe. Without Maddison, Spurs is average. Looks that way, doesn't it? Sefton, good afternoon. He says, afternoon all. How are you, the lads? How are you, the lads? Sefton, absolutely nice to see you, mate. Gary says, we must be looking at 3 points today. They've won once, scored 9 and conceded 27. Absolutely, Gary. Look, they have been horrendous. Speaking to a Bournemouth fan, he doesn't think this manager's up to the task in English football. I mean, look, Adoni's done well for Rayo Vallecano, but La Liga to Premier League, it's a different league altogether to step up. Totally different leagues. We'll see Harry Kane still smashing it for Bayern, and he scored 2 again today in their 2-0 win. That guy is just a goal machine, And I know some of our fans will say, no, I wouldn't touch Kane, but I tell you what, he's really banging them in. That's what you have when you buy a quality striker like that. No Wilson, is there not? Well, we don't know yet. The team news hasn't come out yet, so who knows? We do not know. Eddie said he had a tight hamstring, but that's all he said. I see the youngsters lost in the Premier League Cup clash this afternoon after losing 3-0 against Forest at home. But no, there's nothing yet about the team news, so we'll wait and see what happens on the team afternoon, everybody. Afternoon, Ronald. Hope you're well, mate. Joel says, Man U will score in the 98th minute. Probably not. I like it, says Gary. Julie says, afternoon, all. Good afternoon, Julie. Hope you're well. Evening, Tony says, Jack. Good evening, Jack. Hope you're well too, mate. I gather you're doing a watch along, are you, Jack? Julie says, I'm glad Spurs got beat. Happens every time when Navy tries to scupper us. Hashtag karma. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, look. It's not just the fact they don't want us to have loan players from Saudi Arabia, but now they're trying to say that any commercial deals you get, like sponsorship, then you're supposed to have at least another couple of offers on top for the same. I think that's a stupid idea, and that's never going to work. Rowley, afternoon, Tony and chat, 2 to win 2-0. Afternoon, mate, hope you're well. Ronald says, man, my Wi-Fi's when doing my 4G is crap. Yeah, nothing worse. Just restart your router, mate, and it might work itself out. Gary says, Madison out the next year, they're screwed. Yeah, absolutely. Hope we have a decent team. Just wonder who will take Bruno's place. Probably Joe Willock, I reckon. Yes, watch along at 5 on Jack's channel. Prob Longy, Big Joe and Willock, but who starts at left wing if Wilson is out? Could be Matt Ritchie. Again, the guy played well for us against, he played well for us against Man United. So, and he put in a good shift of 75 minutes. And when he come on last week, he helped Tino out, didn't he? Livramento. So, if Wilson's out and Gordon moves into centre, left wing could be Miggy. Like he played against Man United in the Cup and he was absolutely brilliant there. And that's why I wanted him there. And you could move Livramento to right winger and play Lewis Hall left back. So the options are there. And this is where our squad's got to stand up and say, look, when we got injuries, we can step in and we can still do the business. And we've seen that against Man United. And remember, this lot are not that great. Let's be honest. Let's hope they all step up. Absolutely, trolls. Absolutely, mate. And hopefully they will step up. Currently, it's Everton now leading 2-1 against Crystal Palace with a goal from that annoying player again, that Decore. He's always on the score sheet, him. It's just one player. He just seems the most luckiest player going. He always seems, not the greatest player, but just always seems to be in the right place to score. Still, Man U are still 0-0 against the Hatters of Luton Town. I mean, look, people were asking about, we're just talking there about Tottenham Hotspur, how they're in such a pickle at the moment. And you look at the next 4 fixtures, they're not easy. The next 4. So after the international break, they are at home to Aston Villa. Then they're away to Manchester City. Then they've got a home game against West Ham United. Then they're away. Then they're at home to us on the 10th of December. Then they travel to Forest. And then they have a home game with Everton on the 23rd. So look, their fixtures are not that great. You can see Villa turned up at Tottenham and beaten them. Man City will definitely beat them. West Ham could turn them over. And we would definitely go and turn them over, I'm sure. Because we'll have a lot of players back by then as well. So, yeah. Tottenham Hotspur, not in the greatest of places at the moment as well. But the referee for our game today is Graham Kavanagh. Somebody says Burnley's equalised, still 1-0 Arsenal at the moment. But again, not seeing anything come through of an equaliser yet. But then it may come up at some point. But knowing the look of Burnley, there'll be a VAR decision to rule it out, just so it keeps Arteta in a good mood. By the way, for his comments last week, I really hope he is getting, I hope in a way he does get done for his comments, because they need to be. Gary says, I can see Hall playing left wing Lincoln with Willock. Maybe, but I think he played better when he was at left back against Man United, to be honest with you. And I think that's the way I would go. I would play Miggy on the left, and maybe you push Livermore onto a right wing position with Trippier behind him and Lewis Hall behind Miggy. So I think that probably works a little bit better, in all honesty. Luke, hi to you, mate. He says 3 points, please. No more injuries picked up. Would be a perfect Saturday. Yeah, let's get the international break, and let's win this game. I mean, look, I know a lot of people don't like the international break because it disrupts things, but sometimes it works in your favour because look at the injuries we've got. It's probably a great time to have an international break. You know, this is the time when you need one. Obviously, Harvey Barnes ain't far away either. Joe Willock at left forward, swapping with J7 behind him, says Spear. Maybe, yeah. Ian says, good evening, Tony. Good evening, Ian. Hope you're well. No Celtic for you today. Bia says, ordered me a new True Faith hoodie today. 20 quid bargain. Nice one, mate. Did you watch the Wolves match? No VAR involved? I didn't see it, no. I didn't. I've been watching the cricket, England beating Pakistan, but no, I didn't see that, to be fair. When there was a break, I went on and had a little watch, and I thought, oh, Wolves aren't going to win this game, and then they won it in injury time. Good win today keeps us in the title race as well. Yeah, absolutely, mate, absolutely. Well, we win today, we go into 5th place above Villa. This team's not out yet. No, absolutely not. Burnley equaliser. Is it? Have they definitely equalised? Yes, they have. Burnley have equalised now. It's come up through Josh Brownhill. So there we go. They won't be liking that down there, will they? And Man U are still continuing to struggle against Luton Town. Apparently, according to the Sky report earlier, when Luton got a corner, Man U were panicking. Probably 4:30 we'll see on Twitter or Facebook. Yeah, the team lineups don't come out till about 4:30, so another 12 minutes yet before we see those team lineups. There's going to be a review show soon. Keeps us in the treble. Yeah. Burnley goal, Josh Brownhill. Alan says, afternoon, fancy us to win, seeing their stats, also extra day recover from Europe. Absolutely, that's the key thing. You know, we played Tuesday, so we've got that extra recovery day. And I can see a win as well. And good afternoon to you as well, Alan. I hope you're well, my friend. Everton winning 2-1. Yeah, let's hope Palace come back into this. Trevor says, I see the FA offering VAR jobs. Are they? Yeah. Facebook user, I don't know who you are, but if you click on the settings, it does reveal you. But whoever it is, evening, Tony and everyone, good evening to you, mate. It could be Lee, but I'm not sure. Joel says, Varteta has had not bad VAR outcomes in their favour, so he could be quiet, in my opinion. Yeah. I mean, look, I don't know if anybody saw the talk sport from yesterday with Jim White when he was speaking to Martin Keown. And it got a bit heated between him and Keown. Keown was having a right old dig at, Jim White. And he kept saying, no. It was a push on Gabriel. It shouldn't have been allowed. The goal should never have been allowed. And Jim White even said, take off your Arsenal glasses. And he went, I haven't got my Arsenal glasses on. He says, I'm just telling you as it is, it was a foul. And I thought, it wasn't a foul. It was not a foul. You're looking forward to Postecoglou back at Celtic. Might not be long before he's gone. It's on Sky. Was a VAR decision. Burnley got the decision. Nice one. Never liked him, beer. I listened to the VAR from Arsenal match and they need to scrap till further notice. It's not the system that's broken, it's just the people who run it. But the thing is, though, look, it's, I don't know. Do you mean the Arsenal match against us, Trolls, or do you mean the one that's currently on at the moment? Another Arteta Karen rant coming in, says Julie. Absolutely. Absolutely, Julie. I think there will be another rant from him, won't there, just? Facebook user says 3-0 win for us. Break will we do for like the last time? Yeah, absolutely. Man U have scored. Now, that was only a matter of time before they scored. Lindelof on 59 minutes. So there you are. I mean, we saw the unwashed win, didn't we? You know, they beat Birmingham 3-1. Smoggies are currently drawing 0-0 with Leicester. But our ex-manager, Bobby Robson, Sir Bobby, bless him, will be up there watching and hoping that his beloved Newcastle win tonight, but also seeing that another team he used to manage and that he managed quite well, Ipswich Town, are currently winning 3-1 as well and flying high in the Championship. And the way they're going could be in the Premier League next season, so it'll probably be the Bobby Robson derby, won't it? And I think the last time we went to Ipswich, I remember when we went down there in the Championship, and it was all friendly, you know, between everybody, and it was just, yeah. Arsenal are 2-1 up now. Saliba. Become the tradition going here before a watch along on TTR. Absolutely. Come here for the team news. The plus side, Saliba is in my FPL. Rolly says, Palace have been on top most of the game. I don't know, I'm not watching it, Rolly. Yeah, Tony Italy. Okay, mate. Had to mute that. Couldn't listen to Keown. Yeah, he's just awful, wasn't he? Absolutely. Can't stand the bloke. Troll says Keown is integrated in Arsenal to be unbiased, in my opinion. I mean, look, I saw, and he says, well, what panel's this? And Jim White said, well, yeah, an independent Premier League panel said 4-1 that it was a Newcastle goal. And he said, who's it made up of? And it's like ex-players, ex-referees. And he said, well, he says, well, it's funny how 3 former referees have all said that that goal should never have stood. He says, you know, he says, Mark Clattenburg said it should never have stood. He said, Chris Foy said it should never have stood. He says, one of the other best referees, Dermot Gallagher, said it should never have stood. And I thought, just give up, man, Martin. Give up, will you? For God's sake, just, you know, just give it a rest at the end of the day. You know, it's done now. Just give it a rest. Arsenal do not like losing. Trevor says, I see the fat controller's buying Redden so he can F them up like he did the tune. Yeah, I mean, look, we know what he's going to do there. He's going to plaster the place with Sports Direct signs and, you know. But, I mean, look, the only thing that he comes good out of this is he left us sort of debt-free and he promised he would sell us and he did it, so at least he's gone. Alan says, seeing that on TalkSport, Keown could not accept the 4-1 panel decision. Absolutely not. He's a joke, Keown. Yeah, says, Keown's a moron, wants to be independent review board just so he can get Arsenal decision. Yeah, absolutely. Against us, and as long as there are people in the volume, blunders will continue to happen, therefore scrap it till it can be automated. Again, Trolls, the thing is, if the referees give the on-field decision for a goal, I think the VAR check last week was very, very good, in fact. I thought they were brilliant because at the end of the day, they looked at every bit of play that they needed to look into. So they took 4 minutes to come to the decision that it's a goal because they couldn't categorically see if that ball was actually out of play or not because they haven't got the cameras for it. So they said, so they have to give the benefit of the doubt the ball's still in play because part of the ball was on the line. Then they looked at the foul But if you watch Gabriel's position, he's out of position and he's stooping to get that ball. So it's not Joe Linton putting his hands on him. So that was never a foul, and you can't do nothing about the offside because you can't tell if Gordon's offside or not. It's hard to put a line in there. So, at the end of the day, the VR official has to say it right. I've checked everything because this is the problem. A lot of people have been criticising VAR, saying it's not fit for purpose, not doing the job. But I think last week, Andy Madley did that job very well in the VAR room because he took 4 minutes to sort that out. And yes, it took 4 minutes and it was a long old wait, but he's come to the right decision because there was not a clear and obvious error for him to say, I need to overturn this decision. So that's where it works well. We just need a lot more referees to start doing this. Julie says, Mackens were steaming today. We're storming today. They stuffed Birmingham, reaping more misery on Wayne Rooney. Yeah, he hasn't had the best of start. I, Tony, been waiting for 20 minutes for you to appear refreshed, and there you were. What's all that about? I don't know, Gary, what's happened, because I've been on, mate. I don't know what's happened. No Wilson in the squad. We're not sure yet, Foxy, because the team news isn't out yet. Trevor says, why is shit United, Liverpool and Arsenal moan about for when it's not going their way? When it goes for them, they are happy to... Yeah, absolutely. Heard that he's not with a group of players. Again, we'll just have to wait and see what happens on the team sheet. I mean, it may be that he's not there with this squad. 4 minutes to line up. Yeah, absolutely. 3 minutes now. Andrew says, Ariti, says, mate, I've been to the tune for the Bruin. Hey, no worries, mate. You can now. You're just in time for the team news coming out. David, hi, mate. He said, I can't believe they're still going on about it. How embarrassing. Absolutely. You know, it's just going on ridiculous now. Trevor's happy because Leeds are winning 2-0. Yeah, they're doing very well indeed. Team news will be out in 2 minutes, and we'll see then if there's anything about Callum Wilson. Right, I'm just seeing some video footage here. Right, there's Nick Pope. He's signing somebody's shirt. There's Anthony Gordon. There's Eddie. Kieran, Paul, Dummett. Lewis Miley's there. Joe Willock's there. Fabian Scher. Longstaff. They're not showing you many, but then they might not be showing Wilson on purpose just to keep people guessing. But the team news is out in 1 minute, so we will certainly find out what is happening with that one as well. So still in the Premier League, it's still 2-1 to Arsenal, 2-1 to Everton, and 1-0 to Manchester United. And Gateshead are winning 4-0 against Dorking Wanderers in National League. And Blythe Spartans are 1-0 down to Brackley Town. And South Shields are losing 1-0 away to Southport as well. So that is your locals. Right. Let's have a look at this team news because it should be out now. And it is out. Okay. So the team is Pope, Trippier, Lascelles, Scher, Hall, Miley, Longstaff, Joe Linton, Almiron, Willock and Gordon. On the bench, Dubravka, Lascelles, Gillespie, Dummett, Ritchie, Kraft, Livramento, Alex Murphy, Diallo and Parkinson. So no Wilson in the squad. So that was spot on. So it looks like we've got a back four of Trippier, Lascelles, Scher and Hall. Miley, Longstaff, Joe Linton in the midfield three, Almiron, Gordon in the middle, and Willock on the left. So that's how we go. That's how we're setting up. So Miley starts. I'll pop that team news up. What is your thoughts on that team? Are you happy with that? So give us your thoughts on that team when it appears on screen. Well, I'm waiting to put that team on screen as well. This guy could be recalled in January. Yankuba Minte. Eddie Howe hasn't ruled out recalling him from his loan deal. Do you know what? Why not? Why not? He's 19. Give him a go. You know, he's done well in Eredivisie. I know Eddie Howe says it's a different league compared to the Premier League. But look at Jeremy Doku. He's come from a different league into the Premier League and he's 19 and look what he's done. So who knows if it helps with injuries. Plus he doesn't take up a Premier League place as he's under 21. Right, there's the team news. Yeah, says it's cold. I'm going to get in the freezer to warm up. Andrew says, I love it when the other clubs twist on long may it last. They're rattled like a runny granny on a Friday night. It's so cold, I'm undressing, says Trolls. Maybe Mickey in the middle, Tino down the right. Yeah, he's not even on, he's on the bench, isn't he? We always seem to have a close game with them and going 1-0 to us. Yeah, look at last season. I mean, look, we only just beat them in the Carabao Cup, but we drew both times home and away. Who knows? We might be a wounded animal after Tuesday and might have a point to prove. 3-way VAR check just for the crack. Miley will be starting, I predict. Team sheet coming right up with a pick of Lewis Miley underneath. Make what you will. Will he play it? Maybe. No Wilson. No. Does he join up with England? I'm not sure. Maybe they're keeping him for England. I don't know, so we'll find out. Gary says, I think Everton will get to a cup final this season. Oh, don't say that, Gary. I hope they get Liverpool in the semi-finals and get absolutely stumped. I like the team, says Bia. Our bench is not good. We've got a lot of youngsters on there. Gareth says, good afternoon, Tony. Good afternoon to you, Gareth. Hope you're well, mate. Willock as a striker. Willock top left. We have no bench. Andrew says, I wonder what odds are for Miley first goal. Alessandro. Alex Murphy's back. Yeah. Foxy only Livramento is a decent option off the bench. Young lad may get a chance depending on the score. David says, big nay for Miley. Good luck, lad. Yeah. Monk Yang has a drawn 1-1 at Hartlepool. Yeah, absolutely. Mad Max says, still stand by my 3-0 prediction. More that nothing that like talent in that lineup considering. Yeah, absolutely. Whether we're happy or not, it's all we've got. Tony says, Gary, absolutely. Just got to make do. Looks not a bad choice to have stick behind Eddie. He knows what he's doing, says Lee. Absolutely, Lee. Luke says, come on, lads. We don't have much choice with players available at the moment. No, absolutely not. Hopefully after the international break that changes. Miley showed in pre-season, so no worries. Wilson should not go international games if not fully fit. It's insane if that happens and I'll be angry. Yeah, I don't think you will do, to be fair. Where is Bruno? Newcastle stand. Hi, mate. Hope you're well. He's suspended for this game after his yellow card last week. Zinchenko, great scissor kick goal. So they're obviously winning now. Arsenal. Yes, they are 2-1. And the other scores remain the same. Bruno suspended. Yeah. BS says Arsenal have had a goal ruled out for a push. They're going into meltdown. I'd like to see Tino start. Yeah, I would have as well. Maybe he's going to bring him off the bench afterwards. Maybe that's the plan, just bring him on in the second half, maybe. So again, we just wait and see what the outcome is of that one. Right, let's see what the opposition lineup is. Okay, so the opposition lineup is their goalkeeper is back, Neto, the one who keeps having blinders against us. The captain, it's the keeper, Neto. Aarons, Zabani, Senesi, who scored against us last year, Kelly, Cook, Christie, one of our ex-player sons, Justin Clivert, Semenyo, Solanke, and Tavernier. On the bench, it's Travers, Smith, Keffam, who else that is? Sorry. Kirkes, Rothwell, Traore, Brooks, Dango, and Sinistera. So that is the Bournemouth lineup, which I will put on screen in one moment as well. So Neto's playing. I was hoping he wasn't playing because he always seems to have a blinder against us, doesn't he? He did last season twice. He had a blinder against us, Neto. So let's hope we just make sure he has a stinker today. And he's actually pictured on their team lineup as it is now. There you go. Palace 2-2. Palace have equalised. Get in. Rowley says Palace have equalised. Farm might take out Palace goal, says Foxy. Oh, don't say stuff like that. Arsenal are 3-1 up, by the way, now. So there we go. We know they're winning 3-1. Man United still only 1 up against the Hatters. Edwards scored for Palace, the ex-Celtic player. So there we go. That's 2-2 there then. Lovely. Hang on. Andrew says Arteta's mascara will run. Come on, Luton, put a screamer in the top right corner. Yes. It's for Arteta for me now. Palace goal stands 2-2. I repeat, they've only won 1, scored 9, conceded 27. Surely we beat them. Absolutely, Gary. We've got to go out with that mindset. Look, them players have got to go out there and put a better performance on than they did against Dortmund on Tuesday. Because even Eddie Howe said we were below par on Tuesday. So, and we got to make sure we beat Paris Saint-Germain and Milan, and we're in the next round. But even if we don't beat Paris and we beat Milan, that hopefully guarantees a Europa League spot. Quite fitting being called Neto, I suppose. Yeah. Used to be a supermarket called Neto, didn't there? Never calling him Arteta again. Or Twitter, says Andrew. Andrew, I'll be watching from home, says Julie. He's known as Karen. Andrew says, same Julie, well, my home's not near your home. Foxy says, Bellingham scored against the Blues today. What a disgrace. Jude should have a word, lol. Rooney could get sacked quick. Yeah, he could do, couldn't he? Spurs bubble as well and truly burst. It absolutely has, Andrew. A 2-1 defeat today to Wolves. Yep. Can't wait for us to go down there because let's hope we go down there and spank them. Troll says, can't afford to see our Prem games in this country. It costs £60 a month. Jeez, that's ridiculous. That is absolutely scandalous, that charging that much a month. You need to get yourself a Fire Stick. trolls and stream it somehow. I didn't see that, by the way, but yeah, you know what I mean. I'm sure people in the chat will help you out with that one. I mean, look, it's always going to be a tough game at the Vitality. They're a good, they're not normally bad, but we should have enough in that team today to go out there and beat Bournemouth, in all honesty. I said the other day we would win 4-0, and I'm still sticking by 4-0. Andrew says, if Luton equalise, I'll sing Bladen Races in the town centre. Yeah, let's hope they do score then. We've got 10 minutes left plus injury time, so let's hope, pray, Luton Town pull a rabbit out the hat and score. I didn't hear anything, Tony. Lee says, I remember that everyone used to say, what's yellow and black and full of crap? And Neto carry hold bag. Would love if Luton equalised, but I think 3. Hag has got his team right today. And Andrew says, in a Mankini. Oh, Jesus, Andrew. It's a bit cold for a Mankini, in it? They'll stand in the middle of the town. But I suppose you'd make the news, Andrew, if you stood in the town with a Mankini on. Absolutely. But no, I'm still sticking with the 4-0 win. I mean, look, what's everybody's thoughts on this? On what Eddie was saying, that he's not ruling out Yankuba Mintah coming back to Newcastle in January. He's currently out injured at the moment for Feyenoord. He's had a great time at Feyenoord. He's done very well for Arne Slot. But he has had this injury, and apparently has been back in Newcastle and having it assessed as well. So, would you be happy to have Mintah back and have him in the squad, and give him a go in the Premier League? Bring him off the bench, play him in an FA Cup game. Get him used to the English game. I think that would be fantastic to do, actually, considering the injuries we've had. It just help us out. Let me know your thoughts in the chat for that one. Foxy says, Middlesbrough winning 1-0. Wow. Leicester, God, they were flying as well, Leicester. Andrew says a black and white one with a blue star in the middle, says Julie. I haven't got a Mankini on, just an elephant thong. God's sake. You're watching it, Foxy. I think we'll leave it there to develop. We will leave that to develop. Yeah, maybe, but it depends. Eddie Howe said he's under consideration. He's not ruling it out. Mintah comeback is a must, absolutely. I think Mintah would be great, absolutely. Qual as well. Yeah, he's not doing too bad if Volendam, is he? Not sure Qual will be what we hoped, but who knows? Yeah, just got to give him a chance. David said, I don't think we'll bring him back if we have Murphy and Barnes back for January's still quite a way. Yeah, it is. Absolutely. Gary says he hasn't ruled anything out. He just said that he hasn't given Jan a thought, as he doesn't know who will be fit by then. Absolutely. Matey Mark, hi Charles and Tony. Great to see Miley getting a start. Yeah, absolutely. 2-2 hi Tony. Hope you're all right, mate. Yeah, absolutely fine, mate. I hope you're well too. Watching the Arsenal game, Vieira just got sent off. Arteta going to cry again, says Foxy. It would take months to integrate Mintah into the playing style of the team. Not. He's only young, but remember, it might not take him that long to get going. But he might be just a good player to have off the bench, And remember, Bruno came into the team and he got like a 5 minutes cameo, then a 10 minute, then a 15 minute, then a 25 minute. So he might do the same with Mintah. But yeah, who knows? Again, January is quite a way off yet, so we'll just wait and see. By the way, guys, we've got 31 watching and 16 likes, so please do smash that like. It really does help the channel stay towards the top of the search and means new viewers find it. So please do give the like a smash. Thank you very much. Also, if you're brand new to the channel, come and smash this subscribe and join this great community, which is free to do so. And that bell tells you when I'm live, have a pre-record or any upcoming shows as well. Arteta the bedwetter. David says, Tony, did you hear the Chris Kamara interview recently? That man was a hard watch. Never take your health for granted. I haven't seen it, mate, but I'll have to. I think the guy's great, to be honest. I like Chris Kamara, I really do. Yeah, I'll have to have a look, mate. Troll says, well, soon going to be bets asking will Arteta say it's a disgrace or embarrassing. I think Arteta needs to keep his mouth shut now because he needs to get into trouble for this, absolutely. There's no need for it whatsoever. Top of the championship, Leicester are still top, only virtual by 3 goals. Ipswich are second on 39 points, then Leeds follow on 31, then followed by Southampton in 4th, Preston in 5th, and Cardiff take up the last of the playoff spaces in there. Incoming How Masterclass says, Jake, absolutely, mate. How hasn't Arteta been fined yet? Unbelievable. I think he might do. It may happen over the international break. Flanked by Ian Wright and Martin Keown will whinge. You can guarantee it, says Julie. Absolutely, Julie. The scores are still the same at the moment. Still only 1-0 to Man U. But the thing is, so it just shows you how bad Man U are. They can only beat Luton Town 1-0. Apparently, Highland had a great chance in the first half and should have buried it, but that's what happens when you don't score. Andrew says, not wearing the lucky blue away shirt tonight, let me down with Dortmund. It's famous stripes neat to neat. We wore the green in Dortmund, didn't we? Yeah, we wore the green shirt in Dortmund, not the blue one, Andrew. Yeah. We had the green shirt on. I mean, look, just looking at the betting for this game, Bournemouth are 29-10 for the home win, 11-4 for the draw, and 17-28 for us to beat Bournemouth. Goal scorers, Dominic Solanke is 13-2 on for them. Anthony Gordon is 4-1 for us. Miggy Almiron is 13-2 for the first goal, and 9-4 for an any-time scorer as well. If I find the correct scores, 1-0 win for Bournemouth is 10-1. 13-2 for us to win 1-0. For us to win 2-0, it's 17-2. 2-1 is 7-1. And if the score I said 4-0 is 40-1. If you want to go for a score of 6-0, it's 200-1. So there we go. I mean, look, some of that. All I do say is if you do bet, make sure you bet responsibly. And when the fun stops, stop. And never chase your losses. Never chase your losses. So if you do have a little flutter, you know, if you lose it, don't go chasing it. Because it normally doesn't end well. So we're here in Everton are now 3-2 up through Idrissa Gueye. Looks like Everton have just turned the corner for some reason, haven't they? So don't know what's gone on there. Let's get into some comments. 2 Karens and a lefty. He's the Premier League rent. Bloody hell, Everton 3-2. Hit the thumbs up, everyone. Thanks, matey Mag. Cheers, mate. Andrew says, yes, I've been wearing my lucky blue one a lot and it was lucky. We need another striker. We do in January, Jake. You're absolutely spot on, mate. We do. We need to get somebody, but who are we going to get in? That's the thing. Because, look, we're seeing it now. Wilson and Isak out. Okay, Gordon can play in that role, but we need a proper striker in that role. So we'll just have to wait and see what happens in January. Fact our tester hasn't been punished is embarrassing, a disgrace and embarrassing. Absolutely, Gary. What's happened with Everton punishment? I haven't heard anything about it yet. I don't know what's happening with that. It's with the Independent, but hopefully they'll get that minus 12 points. Time for White to retire, says yeah. Oops, I meant unbelievable. Yeah, absolutely. But there's time for Palace to score yet and maybe salvage a point in this game. Everton are just seem to be a lucky team. I don't know what that possession stats were for this game. I will tell you. 65% possession for Palace, 35 for Everton. Palace have had 12 shots compared to Everton's 7. 4 on target from each team, 2 off target from each team. And Pickford's made the most saves in the game. Si, afternoon, Tony Pal. How are you, the lads? 2-1-2. Afternoon, Si. Hope you're well. Gates said 6-0 win over Dorking. Yeah, absolutely, Lee. If you haven't seen the team yet, Si, I'll pop it on screen for you. What do you make of the team news? There we go. Pope, Trippier, Lascelles, Share, Hall, Miley, Longstaff, Joe Linton, Almiron, Willock, and Gordon. I think it's going to be Trippier, Lascelles, Share, and Hall at the back. Miley, Longstaff, Joe Linton in the middle, Almiron, Gordon, and then Willock. But I think what you'll see is Willock and Joe Linton will interchange during the games, so they'll be swapping around. So that is your team for tonight's game. Ian says the Heat running riot. Absolutely. 3-0 Gordon and Willock, says Beer. Do you know what? I wouldn't go far with that, mate. That's not a bad shout, that. I can see we're beating these tonight. I'm not worried about them. I think after last season when we couldn't beat the low block teams, I think we're starting to turn it now and show that we can beat the low block teams. So, yeah, let's go for it. Let's go for it. Why not? Yeah, Blythe Spartans have equalised against Brackley Town, so it's 1-1 now. The Spartans. Darlington are winning 3-2 over Chester. And South Shields are still 1-0 down to Southport at the moment. Second South Shields in the National League North. They have had a great season, South Shields. Absolutely. But yeah. But that is the team for tonight. If nobody's seen it, I'm sure a lot of people have seen it. Watford are 4-0 up against Rotherham. I wonder how many loan players they have from Udinese. I'm going to have to head off and get set for the match. See you all later. You're doing an after game show, Tony. An after game show. Oh, yeah. I thought you meant am I doing a game show? I'm thinking, game show? Maybe I should do one of them one day. That might be a laugh. Yeah, we'll see what happens, mate. Yeah, definitely keep an eye on it. I got 12-1 Miley first goal. Troll says I was right about the added time in the Man U game, so hope Luton score in the 98th minute. That's 62, and that says Si. And there's the Bournemouth team. See you, Gary. Bye, Gary. Take care, Gary, says everybody. Go and order me Miley shirt if we win, says Beer. Monkey Hanger's got a last minute goal as well. Jesus. Get in, Darlo. Miley Cyrus, Beer Vegan. Saving Tino for Chelsea, says, yeah, well, not long till that happens, is it? So, can't wait. Yeah, still 3-1 to Arsenal, 3-2 to Everton, and still 1-0 to Man U at the moment. Um, Foxy says, Watford only one player from Udinese, Brazilian Matthias Martins. Yeah, I was just having a laugh. By the way, I was joking, but we know what Watford are like. They've, and this is what annoys me, because as soon as Dan Ashworth's opened his mouth, now some people say, should he have kept himself quiet? I think he's pulled out a great. I think he's done well there, because what he's done is he's just dropped it into the domain to see what would happen. And Q, we have seen a meltdown. Mighty Max going for a 3-1. Andrew says, think my nephew's at the Borough match. He'll be happy. Hope we get them in the League Cup. That would be good. 17 for the impact off the bench if we need it, says Jake. Absolutely. Because remember, he played a full game on Tuesday night and was brilliant. Everton are jammy as fuck. Yeah, they are. Hartlepool 2-2. Absolutely shambolic. Sai says, what's your thoughts on the FA looking into pile more crap on us over Tonali? Yes, I mean, look, mate, it's to be honest with you, I mean, look, there's a lawyer has said they're in the rights to do this because he's brought another referee into disrepute, and I think if the FA punish him more, I think it's absolutely disgusting. Considering Ivan Toney probably done a lot worse than what Tonali's done, and only got an 8-month ban, which 3 months of that was served over the pre-season. So technically, he's only had a 5-month ban, really, hasn't he? I just think the whole thing stinks, to be fair. And I think if the FA do anything, it's absolutely disgusting. So let's hope the FA don't, but we'll just have to wait and see what they decide to do. Yeah. It looks like Man U is going to hold on and beat. If Tonali hasn't bet in England, then okay. But if he has bet in England, it's right, to be fair. Yeah, I don't think he has bet in England, but this lawyer that was on Sky said apparently the FA do have the power because he's brought another association at the disrepute, i.e. the Italian Association. The Premier League do have the right to issue him with a further fine and maybe a further ban, which I find disgusting, really. But they say it's because he's played in England. Santiago Jimenez at Feyenoord. Right, guys. So people will probably want to get away and get ready for the match. So if you have liked what you've seen, you haven't yet smashed that like, please do so. It really does help keep the channel towards the top of the search. So please do smash that like. It just takes 1 second just to click that thumbs up. If you're brand new to the channel, come and smash the subscribe. Come and join this great community. It is free to do so. And that bell notification will tell you when I'm live, have a pre-record, or any upcoming shows. So always keep up to date by clicking on the bell. The Prem will find a lawsuit against them soon if they're not careful, as well as agree 86 anti-competitive rules. Yeah. They have no right to issue anything because it happened in Italy, so that lawyer is an MBE, in my opinion. Well, apparently they can. It has happened before, apparently, so they can do it. Enjoy the match, Tony Pal. How are you, the lads? Yeah, you too, Si. How are you, the lads? Great show, says Julie. Absolutely. Because I've got it on calendar, my phone just flashed up saying Newcastle are playing Bournemouth. Great show. Cheers, trolls. Goodbye and take care. You too. Great show, Tony. Cheers, mate. Thank you very much. See you, TTR. Yes, don't forget, Toon Review also having a watch-along. So join Billy and Paul. And then Alex will probably be on at half-time with his analysis, as he is the Stato. Great lad, Alex. And so's Paul and Billy as well. Fantastic people. Enjoy the game. Can you bit chat, Tony? Yeah, you too, mate. Cheers. And Alan says, bye, 2-0. Yeah, absolutely, Alan. Cheers, mate. Thank you very much. Enjoy the game, everybody. You know, remember, the future's bright. The future is definitely black and white. And do keep an eye out if there is a show later. But until then, take care, enjoy the game, and away the lads.